Hello awesome people of YouTube, welcome back to another game of StarCraft 2. This is gonna be game number 3 between our Korean player MMA and his opponent, the Zerg Polish player Nerchio. So we're gonna be on my all-time favorite map, which is Ulrena. Probably like it because I'm Zerg and I like the short rush distance. I am that bad. Yes, I am in Platinum League, but I am still pretty bad. So we're gonna see how this is gonna progress currently. And by the way, if you haven't seen the previous two games, please watch them. The annotations are on the top side. You might have noticed them by now, because spoilers are coming very, very shortly. 3, 2, 1, and your chance is gone now. We're currently at 2-0 for MMA. So at this point, it's either, win or you lose everything at this point. So MMA is one game from winning this best of 5 series. Looks like he does bring up an early refinery here. And the barracks also on the way. Now, strange thing to note here, MMA put these away from his ramp, so he's not planning on blocking this off right now, which is quite strange. Just want to have a look at the APM, what it's like at the start. Looks like they're both sitting just under 400, and it appears that MMA is actually a little bit higher. Now, there's a spawning pool on the way now. At the moment, no gas as of yet, so he's delayed it even more in this game. It's about 350, 35% built before he decides to get the gas. And everything is quite standard at the moment. We do have one Reaper on the way. And one command center. So this Overlord, of course, is going to be able to see pretty much everything that's going on. And it looks like... Is he going to do something funny with this drone? No, he's just going to scout out, it seems. Thought he was going to throw down a hatchery here or something just to be really, really annoying. Now this drone is like, yo, I know we're the same kind of unit, but I'm going to just slap you in the face. It's like a scorpion, so it's like, I'm going to just pincer you a little bit with my claws. Gonna get destroyed also. Never mind, doesn't get destroyed, instead decides to go for the extractor problem, which, to be honest, is not really going to affect MMA that much. The only thing that this gives Nerchio really is the fact that he's going to have vision here. He's going to know when the command center finishes. He's going to know whether he turns it into a orbital command straight away or whether he starts to build SCVs out of it. And wow, look at that. He does manage to destroy the SCV that's building it with the Zerglings. Unfortunately for him, MMA already has another SCV ready to complete that, and there you go, it does pull off that from the bunker. He does see that it's being made into an orbital command though, so that's something to note. He's going to be aware of it at this point, and this is going to be good scouting information for him. Looks like a 1-1-1 build, Destiny Cloudfist build being created by MMA. Going to be interesting to see if it's going to be medevacs or if it's going to be liberators. In this map, Liberators are particularly effective because they have this very tight corner here. So if they put the circle right here, they could deny access to these two mineral patches, and at the same time they can't really be reached by standard units. Or at least it's very difficult to reach them. So you'd have to come into play here and start to attack it with queens, which means you could potentially lose about 2 or 3 queens trying to do that, which is very, very nasty. Now very similarly here, you can shut off the gas. Oh, actually, no, never mind. This is actually quite far away. But regardless, you have a lot of access to, free flying area here, which could do a lot of damage with Liberators. Now, this small Zerg army almost got warded off with the Widow Mine here. Is going to get that destroyed now. And how much aggression is he going to continue off with here? Doesn't look like too much. Now, because that Widowmine had a shot fired already, I assume that he destroyed one of the units here, so it's probably a Roach that got destroyed. He does decide to back off here and take a third base, which is, I suppose, quite standard if he sees that MMA is shutting down himself so well and just bunkering up here. Then I suppose the natural response here will be to back off and expand. A Marine drop going off here does manage to snipe off a Queen, which is quite nice. Puts down a Spore Crawler, and a second one here. Good response. He's going to be able to see where this drop is going. He's going to probably drop him off here, just get a bit of vision. Does have a medevac with a tank in it, and a command center being built right underneath. So this is going to be a third base for him. Looks like we're in for a little bit of a longer game in this one. No 7 or 8 minute matches. Now is using the boost just to do a very quick scout here. There is the creep spread being quite nicely being brought towards the middle of the map. Gonna probably break down the rocks there and just basically be able to rush straight into the Terran base. Now one thing you definitely don't want to be doing against the Terran is trying to go through here where you could have the potential of siege tanks here, here, and who knows, maybe even here. That's very open, but you know, you could have them anywhere. Because your units are going to be absolutely spread or tightened into this small little corner, and they're going to have a big spread of siege tanks, which would result in a very messy situation. Now this siege tank is actually perfectly placed to just about reach that hatchery, which actually just happens to be morphing into a lair. And there we go, good medevac play here, dodging those corrosive biles. There is actually a liberator on the field here also, didn't quite spot that. There we go, this is going to start racking up kills very quickly. Does actually get taken out after taking just one, so a little bit of an early call there. Ravagers doing their job very, very well. Is potentially going to lose these siege tanks. One getting picked up, the second one about to get picked up. Wow, does manage to pick it up and get away from here. Dodging the Ravagers, the Ravager corrosive biles. There is a drone here mixed with that. I suppose he probably pulled it off here by accident. Now this base is now up at this point. Looks like just doing a bit of siege drop play here, which I don't think is going to be that significant at this point. Both of these units are quite low, so could lose them very easily. I'm dropping it on the high ground here. He's going to see that there's no expansion also. And there we go, just a spore crawler brought down here. Not quite sure what the... Oh, whoa, whoa! Wow! I honestly, I don't know if that's exactly what he meant to do, but my god, did that spore crawler sit there at the perfect location to catch out that medevac with the siege tank in it. That was very, very well played by Nerchio here. So all of these small advantages, looks like the command center is about to move down here. All of these small advantages that you pull off with a bit of luck, with a bit of planning, maybe a bit of preparation, it all adds up. In pro games, every little bit that you do matters. Destroying an early few SCVs or drones will be quite significant. Destroying them later on, not so much. But every bit helps. Now let's look at the income tab here very quickly. We do have similar income, even though the Terran player is just about to put down his third base. Reason for that, of course, is the mules. One mule is equivalent to 3 drones, just so you know. Or 3 SCVs, I mean. Fourth base is also on the way for Nerchio, so he is deciding to build up that economy very, very quickly. Also, of course, the production capability. It does look like he's getting level 2 ranged attacks, level 1 carapace, which is quite standard. I wonder, is he going to do even further upgrades, or if he's going to try to do a big push here? Because right now, looking at the supply difference, there's a bit of a Zerg lead at the moment. And because Nerchio is, MMA is also expanding, he's still producing his SCVs, I assume. Maybe he's not. No, he's not actually producing SCVs, my mistake. You would expect that this would be a good time for the Zerg to push out. If he waits a little bit too long, now picking off 2 free tanks here, gonna be quite significant, gonna be doing a big push onto the main base. And this natural is not gonna have a chance. Oh my god, look at all these SCVs getting pulled off right now. There's 2 bases worth of SCVs, losing pretty much all of them. Only Marines remaining here, no siege tanks to defend. There's 1 siege tank, but it's actually further away over here. And all of these Zerg units doing so much damage, taking out these SCVs, just doing a bit of shoot and scoot of their own. Something that generally you'd see only Terrans do. But there we go, 39 SCVs, every single one of them absolutely wrecked here. Now these are getting cleaned up very quickly, but at the same time the economic damage has been done at this point. Look at the supply difference. This could very, very well be called very, very shortly 39 SCVs. Wow, that is huge. Now he did manage to pretty much saturate this base almost fully already, and that is partially... Now he might want to pull a few SCVs off here. It's oversaturated at this point. He's probably more worried about getting units right now, because the Zerg player, Nerchio, he has so much productive capability right now. 8 or 10 roaches on the way. Does manage to rush in here. Gonna take out these Marines. Siege tanks getting lifted up and put away. Probably gonna get one-shotted here. And there we go, running into the third base, and GG is called here by MMA. Very well played by Nerchio, deciding to go straight in there after he recognizes all those SCVs getting destroyed. Alright, so game number 3 is not going to be taken by MMA here, obviously coming back into it with a 2-1. We're going to see if there's going to be a 4th and 5th game. Sorry, there's going to be a 4th one for sure, obviously at this point. We're going to see if there's going to be a 5th one at that point. And that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Please click that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. And make sure to leave it a like and a comment if you wish also. I'll see you guys in the next video. Good luck, have fun, and I'll see you guys next time.